Good afternoon, I'm Alicia from Alan Cook Sales and Lettings. We just wanted to do a video today just to try possibly answer some questions and concerns that current landlords may have. I know that from our clients who've been communicating with excessively over the last 2 weeks have had pretty much the same concerns as I'm sure you do as a landlord as to how to deal with tenants that are saying that they aren't prepared or able to pay rent during this time, and how to deal with the current tenancies, things like gas safety certificates, and making sure that they're fulfilling their legal obligations. So firstly, most important, the rent currently and the current financial crisis that's hitting the country and the world at the moment. So I think one of the difficulties has been, I think the government has been fantastic in providing help for self-employed people and for tenants, and ensuring that the financial help is going to be there. I think one of the mistakes that has been made as there's been a lot of branding about of a payment holiday. So I've had lots of tenants contact me to say, when will my payment holiday start? Because as far as tenants are aware, that sounds like you're reading it that their rental payment is just going to be wiped off for 1, 2, 3 months while this current circumstance goes on. So one of the most important things steps to take is to first ensure that a tenant understands that there is no payment holiday. The legal obligation of the rent will always be there, even during these current times. But anyone that's suffering from financial difficulties, we have lots of tenants that are in the food industry, pubs, cafes, entertainment industry, and they've all been really impacted much faster than other businesses, because of course they were left open without customers going into, so that their income was literally just cut straight away, sort of mid-March. So for those tenants, it's really important to provide as much help as possible. We have been gathering all the links for the website, for the government websites, to be able to send to each person, whether they're self-employed or whether on 0 hours. There is housing benefit help, which has been coming through very, very swiftly. I've been really impressed by how quickly the government have provided that. I spoke to a tenant who had a cafe and had been put into financial difficulty on Thursday, provided her the link, and I spoke to her again yesterday, and she already had an appointment for this morning, which was going to be a phone interview with a view to them providing the money for later on this week. So the government are handling it very, very quickly, which is great. I think one of the difficulties that landlords are going to have, that it's very unlikely that it's possible for them to pay the full amount that a tenant is going to pay, so they'll be paid a portion of what they are currently paying in the private sector. So it's important for landlords to be able to work out a way to work with the tenant during this period. I think if a tenant is able to pay the top up that the government have provided, then fantastic. If not, it's worthwhile saying, okay, you'll pay this portion, which you'll be receiving in housing benefit, and then once you're getting an income back in, then we will arrange a payment plan. Very, very important during the current time, obviously, for landlords to not have the stress of being able to not pay bills and to not pay their mortgage. So it's important to ensure that you do go to your own building societies or banks to request a payment holiday during this time if that's necessary, but also to make sure that you're working with tenants so that they continue to pay. The absolute worst status that you want to get in is a tenant not paying anything per month, and really with the financial help that's around at the moment, there's no reason to be in that current state. There is always a way to be able to, because they're going to be getting the government help, to be making some form of payment. If a tenant is paying £500 a month and they go into arrears for, if we said, a minimum of 3 months, in order for them to continue paying their current rent and to work off £1,500 worth of arrears is going to be practically impossible, if not take months for the landlord to then recoup that money back. So it's just really important to stay in communication with tenants and to make sure that they understand that help is there, but it isn't an option just to sort of sit tight and not to make any payment of rent. And we do have lots of links that we're able to provide to help landlords. If you have other questions and you're currently managing your property yourself, or perhaps you've got it managed with another agent, but you're not really happy with the information that's coming forward, then feel free to direct message us, and we're more than happy to help you and provide you with any assistance. I will be also doing another video with regards to gas safety certificates and just ensuring that you're staying on the right side of the law, so keep a lookout for that. You can also follow us at Sales and Lettings on Facebook, Alan Cook Sales and Lettings. I will put the link on the bottom of this video. More importantly than anything, stay safe and well, and if you've got any questions, we are here to help. Thank you very much.